Greetings and welcome to Yoga with Lila. Chances are you found your way here because you heard that yoga could help you relieve your back pain. And while 80% of the people who discover yoga for back pain do get relief, practicing yoga without a back care perspective can actually lead to injury. After my first 6 years of practicing yoga, my pain actually got worse. And it got worse because I didn't understand the subtleties of movement and alignment that were necessary to re-educate my neuromuscular body to keep it in better balance so that the pain would diminish or not be there at all. So over the 30 years of teaching yoga for back pain, I've discovered the essential tools that you'll need to know to help you relieve your back pain and still maintain a quality yoga practice and a quality life. So one of the important things that I did learn has to do with alignment. And most people don't understand that the pelvis is the weight transferring system for the whole body. And if the hips are really tight, or the quads are short, or the hamstrings are short, then all the movement happens in the lower back. And the lower back tends to wear out and take a lot of stress and strain from movement. So I'm going to introduce to you a simple concept called the clock face. It's this one. And here's your clock face. So 12 o'clock is the navel, 6 o'clock are the inner groins, and then the hip bones are 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. And where they crisscross in the center is actually the very center of the sacrum, or the center of the clock face, is also the fulcrum of the sacrum. So when we practice our yoga, if we can keep the pelvis clock stable, then the spine can easily extend and not get any extra wear and tear, and we can actually build the flexibility we need in the hip joints. So that's the first concept that I like to work with. It's very useful. And then the second idea I want to share with you is the idea of the psoas muscle. So this is an image of the psoas muscle, and it's attached to the bodies of the vertebra, the processes of the vertebra, and the discs in between the vertebra. It's a powerful muscle. This is a schematic, so that's kind of interesting because it's not true to life. But you got the long bands and then the short bands from the crest of the hip that all come down to insert in the inner groin, which is the 6 o'clock connection on the clock face. Now, the psoas muscle creates the curves of the spine. And it also gets shorter through time, and it's a powerful muscle, and because it gets shorter through time, it tends to pull us forward. And the more it pulls us forward, the weaker the muscles of the back become. So in order for the back to be upright and strong, the psoas has got to release in the front so that the back body can tone. And we'll go into some more work with the psoas and techniques for working with it to harmonize the front and the back body. The other idea I want to share with you is that we're not just a physical body, we're also an energetic body. And if we look at quantum field theories, look at something like Max Planck's work, where there's a magnetic energy field around the body, and there's polarities from top to bottom through the central channel. And it's a field. It's a field around us, and it's a field that connects us. And this field is called torus, and it's everywhere. It's around the atoms and every living thing, from the smallest plants, animals, up to humans, and even the earth. So this is a schematic of the magnetism around the earth to give you an idea of how this energy is really been perceived scientifically and how it moves. And it's the same with our bodies as it is for the earth. And compliments of the HeartMath Institute is this image of the human body with the fields radiating out around, and that's supposedly how far the heart can radiate from center. And when we're practicing healing, we want to also consider what is the quality of our heart. Have we found a sense of peace within us? Do we have conflict judgments, or can we find that peace and that comes from gratitude and appreciation? So that's part of the journey of healing our backs. As we are not just a physical body, but we are also an energetic and emotional body. And while this is peer-reviewed science, the yogis knew this from centuries ago, and it was called the 5 koshas, or the 5 levels of being. So the first level was the physical body, the second was the energetic body or pranic body, the third was the mental body, so the realm of the ego, right or wrong, good or bad, and then it was the level of the intellect or archetype, where the mind of wisdom lives and discrimination, and then beyond that into pure energetic form. So we can take our yoga practice, learn to be in our bodies, make friends with our bodies, align the body, become aware, so that we can apply yoga poses for our longevity and satisfaction. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.